To the people of Earth, you have been under our close surveillance for a number of decades. We now feel your civilization has progressed far enough to make you eligible for membership in the Council of Planets. This council, for your information, is a universal governing body dedicated to the advancement of planetary progress. It's an agency which Earth seriously needs in this period of crisis and chaos in which it now finds itself. Many of our member planets have experienced the same disturbing problems which confront Earth today. We feel that a meeting with the heads of these planets would definitely benefit Earth in the solution of its own global difficulties. If you would like a meeting so arranged, relate your wishes to the bearer of this message and she will return to us with word of your decision.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oops. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of 31 Days of B-Movie Horror. My 31 days going through the month of October leading up to Halloween. I have decided to watch B-movies this year, basically in tribute to a great gentleman, Vince Rotolo, who had passed away early in the year. He is the creator and host of the B-Moviecast. The link will be down below in the message area. Please go there. Listen to his huge library of early shows. Well, the Astounding She-Monster probably would be better renamed the Repetitious She-Monster. Oh my God. Okay, I used to love, well, I still love, there's a little tiny bit of me that loves this movie. When I was a kid, I mentioned this before, there was a channel called Sci-Fi Cinema. And it was on Saturday afternoons. And if you weren't out playing, like me, you were inside and watching these B-movies and Godzilla movies and things like that. And I hadn't seen this for the longest time. And as I started watching this again, it reminded me that about 4 or 5 years ago, I did a just on Facebook. Since I was on Facebook, I was doing like a B-movie Friday night. When I'm watching every Friday, I decided to watch B-movies every Friday night throughout the year. And I came across this one because I wanted to revisit it. And like I said, watching it today reminded me, just brought me back to how bad this movie really is. Yeah, it concerns, like all sci-fi B-movies, there's an asteroid or a comet or something that hits the Earth that somebody sees, and there's a creature in it, and it's either going to take over the world or it's going to give us a warning of some sort. Well, according to the opening narration, it seems like the opening boring like the guy's half asleep narration, and I'll have to say the narration goes on for at least 10, maybe 15 minutes before the story actually gets into gear. It's like, here is Victoria. How will her day turn out? Little does she know. Will her car start? Unfortunately, her car did start because she's down the path. She's driving down the path of an unusual day.
Too bad, Margaret. The Cadillac has not failed you. Ride swiftly. You have a very special appointment this day. An appointment that may very well change your life or end it.
Here are the three people waiting for Victoria to come down the road. And we're seeing this as it's happening. Although we only see two people waiting for her, and it wasn't until like 5 minutes later we go, oh, there's a third woman. And she's drinking like fifths of alcohol, and all she does throughout the movie is drink. And basically it concerns these two guys and this one girl who's an alcoholic robbing this or kidnapping this woman from the Brentwood area who supposedly has a lot of money. And they're driving along and they eventually get to a forest area and they go to a cabin. I don't know why. I don't remember why they don't just keep driving. But they go to this cabin, and the cabin only has a guy and his dog, and the guy is a geologist. And they end up staying there because his vehicle, the lights don't work. So they're going to wait till morning. And it's funny because when this one guy goes out, now I don't know, I'm not a vehicle guy, but when this guy goes out to investigate something he saw, the alien, the glowy woman alien, he passes the car, the Jeep that's in the thing, and on the back, I'll put a clip up, on the back it says 4-wheel drive. And I'm thinking, well, aren't all cars four-wheel drives, you know? And like I said, I don't know engines or anything, so I don't know if that's a term for something. Do all the wheels turn as you turn? 4-wheel drive? I don't know. Anyway, the thing, and it's basically, you know, they're terrorized by this glowing woman from outer space in spandex or a diving suit or whatever, skin tight outfit, really beautiful. We'll get into that woman. And they're trying to get out. And the reason I say this is the repetitious she-monster is because it must have happened at least 5 times in this movie where they're escaping, they're trying to get away, and especially there's one point where they get in the Jeep and they drive for almost 10 minutes. And there's nothing happening, there's no narration, there's no music, you just see a car driving through the forest, and then there she shows up, and they go scream. Like I said, 5 times, they always run back to that damn cabin. They're always in this one set, which looks very familiar. It looks like the exact same set from The Day the World Ended, or The Killer Shrews, or, you know, it's just like a one-room apartment with one room, a bedroom off to the side, where they can go and do things. Yeah. The geologist has a dog, a collie, that is dispatched early on. All the animal sounds, whether they be howling wolves or dogs barking, they all sound like they're done by a human doing them. You know, it's not a real animal doing the sounds. Anyway, so there's criminals, and they got guns, and they're holding these people hostage, and they want to get out, but they got to wait till morning. And there's this she monster, this alien she monster out there, and it's keeping them, stuck in the cabin. Now, the she monster. The she monster is played by Shirley Stoller. Shirley Stoller, at this time, 1957, I'm thinking this movie came out. I'm not totally sure. Look in the title. When I saw this movie as a young kid of 11, 9 years old, she entertained my loins. I'll say that. Lots of shots of her walking down a dark road wearing a skin-tight outfit, looking almost nude. As one of the characters actually says when he sees her, he's like, she looks like a naked dame. That's why I drove off the road. There was a naked dame, I mean, politically. But, yeah, the narration at the beginning. I'm talking about her. I don't want to go on to other stuff yet. Yeah, she's pretty damn attractive in this movie, even though there's a weird effect, like a weird, not glowing, but it's like a double imposure. What's the word for double imposing? Double imposing. I think I'm saying that right. Of her image, and it gives this shifting, glowy type of effect. Plus, she's glowing, and it's blurry. The film isn't very crisp, except for in those cabin scenes. But as she's walking down the road, very attractive, very attractive. I'm just gonna say, I was extremely attractive to her when I was a kid. Even now, watching it, the main poster, the actual movie poster of the movie, which I will put over here somewhere, is one of my favorite movie posters. I just love the image, and I understand that the model they used was actually a stripper, I think, in that pose that she's in, that you're looking at. Not the real girl. The real girl, Shirley Stoller, amazingly went on, gained some weight, went on to be the lead in a kind of a cult classic. I believe Criterion released it a few times. There might even be a Criterion Blu-ray of the movie called The Honeymoon Killers. And her and another gentleman, who I cannot think of his name, play the Honeymoon Killers. But also, if you're a B-movie fan of modern day, the movie Frankenhooker, which is I love the movie Frankenhooker. She plays Spike in the bar. She's the bartender that the Frankenhooker goes in and eats all the pretzels, and she's like, "Baby, you better watch what you're eating. That's going to affect your figure."
Well, hello, baby.
Pretzel's good.
Hey, babe, for your own good, go easy on those pretzels. Now I know that.
That's the sexy girl, the sexy, astounding she-monster. Yeah, there's so many attempts of them trying to escape, and they always run back to the damn cabin. They keep running back. It's like, just keep going. No. When the main bad guy gets killed, she's like gives off radium. She's like a I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at the time and everything. When she touches you, she kills you with radium because she's radium active. And when she kills the main bad guy, she actually touches him in his butt. He's like in the Jeep trying to get out, and she reaches down and grabs his ass, and he's like, "Oh!" And then I'm not going to tell you how they defeat her and how they get away, but surprisingly, when you get to the end, the filmmakers, the writer, had a hook ending, a trick ending, where apparently she was an ambassador that wanted Earth to join into this group of planets to protect the universe, and they killed her. Oops. I guess we should have listened to her. She had a locket on her neck they look inside, and there's this written in English. There's this written parchment that says, I'm here to basically invite you to be one of the ambassadors of the universe, Earth. Anyway, the Astounding She-Monster at an extremely long 1 hour and 2 minutes. It honestly seems to go on forever, but my gosh, Shirley Stoller. As a kid, it was one of my, and it still is when I see her walking down that road that we see a bunch of times. It's very repetitious. Whenever we see her, she's walking down. It's that same shot of her walking down the road, looking over here, walking with her shoulders. Her shoulders are out. And anyway, it was fun watching this, revisiting this again. So anyway, that's tonight's B-movie, or this afternoon's B-movie. We will continue on tomorrow with the next movie. Who knows what it'll be? I don't know. But thanks for watching. It's old channel Downstar, Roger D, watching B-movies throughout the month of October, the 31 days of B-movie horror. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.